Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bruins will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air, it's Mendoza. Quickly out to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. They try to pop a run on the draw. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The RPO, it's complete.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Matthews. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Pressure coming. Grabbed over the middle, it's Berger. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, the power run here. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes, but one surprise was Carson Swessinger, 3rd in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense swarm? Can they game tackle? Who's the next guy in this rotation that's going to step up and make plays?
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. They've got the screen set up. Quick step and go. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that to the catch.
And the Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Near the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, UCLA.
The Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to slam in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the draw. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Hoosiers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. It's caught. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Hoosiers are rolling down the field. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it! How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The give to the tailback. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Slings it downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
He'll do it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelled the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
The Bruins will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, and they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hemby. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
On the ground, it's Hemby. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires one high and deep. Snags it inside the 20. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And your number one goal when you blitz is to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable, and they didn't do it. They didn't get home. Quarterback had a little bit too much time. You could tell, felt too comfortable. Didn't even get a hit on it.
And the Hoosiers had this offense rolling. Reads it, fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Nice move to keep running. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
The Hoosiers line it up with a first and goal. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Indiana! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I love the play design here. The ball is designed to come out of the quarterback's hands quickly, finds his big-time target for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
First down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man, it's Flores. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Flores. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. And you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Looking for space, it's Thomas. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
And the Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. To throw, it's Mendoza. Finds his tight end.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hemby. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting a running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Quickly to the tight end.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. Makes the grab.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Hoosiers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a 1st down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen.
get a big gain, you want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash. And this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And here's the return. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Indiana 17, UCLA 7.
And the Hoosiers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you.
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava setting up the screen, fighting off the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
The Bruins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep getting...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew it was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Hoosiers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He wants to take the top off. Already toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Once he got some room, it was over.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of his stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea. And when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And the Bruins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. He's got it down the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good completion on the out. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, running back on the move. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Quick strike complete. Runs through a tackle. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hoosiers are threatening on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Indiana! And the punishment has been extended.
Great timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. You're down close to the end zone. Ball's going to come out quickly. Receivers got to win quickly, and they were on the same page on that TD.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they closed the deal with a 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Gets it out fast. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Grabs it in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
The Bruins have their offense in high gear. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Using his legs, it's Hemby. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
3rd down coming up.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And the Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Gain of 4. Brings up second down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They run the reverse. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Wide open downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Caught over the middle, it's Hemby. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the tight end. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
38, UCLA.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
That's caught. It's Matthews. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
On the screen.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Pulls and fires complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Just a short pass to the tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
Second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
And the Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
No gain on the play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Right down the boulevard. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Quick completion to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. Second down coming up.
Line getting set on second down. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Makes the grab on the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Fires to the big fella. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback. For these situations, you drop so many guys back deep. But as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Indiana, 41, UCLA, 17.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end.